The other day, my friend asked how difficult it was to make homemade bread, so I want to show just how easy it can be. This recipe only has 4 ingredients, and one of those is water. I mixed 3 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of warm water, a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of yeast, mixed it until it was fully combined, and let it sit and rise for 8 to 24 hours. After 24 hours, I preheated my oven to 450 with my Dutch oven and loaf pan inside. And as that was preheating, I rolled my dough out into a ball until it was no longer sticky and let that sit until my oven was preheated. I set the dough on parchment to make it easier to put into my hot Dutch oven. I also ended up making 2 loaves to show that you can make this recipe into a standard loaf pan or a round Dutch oven. I then baked the bread for 30 minutes with the cover on, took the cover off, and let it bake for 15 minutes longer so the top would get nice and brown. This has to be the easiest bread recipe I've ever come across, and it is probably the reason that I started making my own homemade bread to begin with and building up some of my confidence to try some trickier recipes. So I highly encourage you to give it a try if you've never made your own bread.